What is that?
Sorry, it's... We got aliens, we got Bigfoot, we got ghosts, we got things, different stuff that I'm Steve, this is Classified Captures. Let's get on with it. Now, I've said time and time again that it's always best to leave things be when you aren't sure of what you're dealing with. The uploader of this video clearly hasn't watched an episode of Classified Captures. He heard weird sounds coming from his sewer. Instead of calling the right authorities, he took things into his own hands and saw this. Now that's not right. He wasn't supposed to see any face except, well, sewer stuff. The thing didn't just appear, though. It moved when the man looked down. He believes it's a human face. It looks slightly bloated, which makes him think it might be a spirit belonging to a human. He doesn't pursue things any further than we see in the smart video. That, however, means, well, we don't have any more info. He uploaded this online hoping we could help him explain what he saw. Some think it's a ghost, others believe he might have just encountered an interdimensional being taking form in our world. A few others mentioned it might be pareidolia. God, that word. Making him see a human face. That sounds logical, but it doesn't explain the strange sounds he heard from the sewer. What do you think he was dealing with?
No, yo no sé. El agua.
We all have that one family member who says they finished a chore, but somehow there's still no evidence it happened. And apparently this husband was about to get caught. His wife took a picture of the kitchen to show him that the thing he promised to fix was still untouched. But just before sending the photograph, she noticed something strange. There was someone in the image. At first, she thought it was just her mind playing tricks on her, but something about it felt wrong. So she brightened the picture, and that's when she saw it. A humanoid figure, a woman in what looked like a gown standing in the kitchen. Part of her face appeared covered in dark patches, and she seemed to be looking directly at the camera. Naturally, the couple was shaken because the question wasn't just, who is that? It was, why was it standing in the kitchen? Unable to find an explanation, she shared the image on a paranormal platform. Some believed the figure could be attached to the house, others thought it might be something following her. But what do you think? Was this a ghost caught in a photograph or something else entirely? Now, apparently this was captured in the United Kingdom. I mean, it's the Sun newspaper, right? Well, not paper, this is just the Sun online. We're talking about a paper that up until a few years ago had women exposing themselves on page 3. And most of them were fake. What does that say about this? Why can you not put, okay, it's, so we got like a ghost train or something moving through a forest where there's no rails. Sorry, it's, yeah, I don't know. I mean, all these things are hard to say for the simple fact that we can't see. They didn't go through the trees to prove that there were no rails there. So this could literally just be a train going past a bunch of trees, and then they look at each other and go, now I know how we can make this seem like it's extra spooky. So, I don't know. What do you think?
What the hell is that? I know, the door's open.
We're in the middle of nowhere.
Still on strange things following people around in their homes, take a look at this. According to him, there's a dark shadow that's been appearing inside his house. It shows up without warning, causing chaos, and then disappears, almost like it's not trying to scare him, it's just trying to mess with him. In this clip, he claims the figure is moving objects around his room. Now, if this footage is real, I only have one question. What the hell is he still doing there? Because nobody gets a trophy for enduring paranormal activity. If something is disturbing your peace of mind, your sleep, and your sense of safety, maybe it's time to take it seriously. Imagine coming home after a long day knowing there's a chance something like this could happen again. So what do you think? Is this footage legit, or is there another explanation? And if you were in this position, would you stay or would you leave?
No, boludo, no. No. Encima abro acá la ventana, boludo. No hay nadie, amigo. O sea, no hay chance que haya salido alguien por acá, boludo. No, amigo, no. No, amigo, de nuevo esto.
Now, this one comes from New Jersey. It was captured by a lady and an Uber driver on her way home. Listen to them.
That shit scared me too.
I was like, what the You know, I had to remember it was that building.
Yeah, let me think. Holy shit. And yesterday, I watched it. I was a movie, I was Guardian of the Galaxy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like aliens, all that kind of stuff.
Am I the only one who feels they sound too chill for people who have seen a spaceship? One that is possibly life-ending. Why would they be laughing and talking about movies they've seen? I feel that would be the last thing on anyone's mind if they actually encountered an alien spaceship or a mothership. This was allegedly captured in December 2025. I'm actually tempted to put this in the staged and AI video pile. It's, well, almost like the unnecessary commentary is them trying very hard to get us to believe this is real. What do you guys think, though? I might be wrong. It's not as like I haven't been before.
Holy shit. And yesterday, I watched it. I was a movie, I was Guardian of the Galaxy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like aliens, all that kind of stuff.
Oh my god.
They've done it. They've actually done it. That's a driverless truck. This has been made possible via the power of AI. This truck is driverless and it's being tested in China right now. The value proposition here is that there are no restrictions on driving hours, no employees, no salaries, no insurance. Of course, this value proposition is to companies and many of them love it already. They're just waiting for data on its safety to make a move, and while this is good for the profit of many companies, the big question is, what happens to the employees? What happens to truck drivers when this becomes a thing? Also, how safe would this be on the road? Hackers have taken hospitals hostage via ransomware attacks and locked people out of life support systems. What stops them from doing something like that here? Maybe I'm just overthinking it, but I don't think I am. This clip starts with a young man calling an older woman to come and check out something strange on the property. According to him, he spotted something lurking around and wanted her to see it for herself. She follows him with a camera recording ready to capture whatever scared her son. And that confidence doesn't last very long. They soon spot what looks like a person dressed completely in black, and as if that wasn't creepy enough, the figure starts moving toward them. They run, and then the lights go out. Now that sounds like the perfect recipe for a nightmare, but something about this one feels just a little off. The way the young man runs doesn't exactly scream panic. There's no desperation, no hesitation. Even the person filming seems surprisingly calm for someone who just saw a mysterious figure charging at them in the dark. To me, it feels staged, but I could be completely wrong. One of you actually tagged us in this video because he wanted our thoughts. He says he lives close to the house where this happened and wanted to know if his neighbors were telling the truth. So, what do you think? Are they creating a creepy video for attention, or did they really encounter something they couldn't explain?
What'd you hear?
I just heard some sound.
Were the dogs out?
No.
Let me see what's in the trees. What is
Holy
that?
raccoon.
What is that? What is that? What is that? Did you, what the is that? Hold on.
Now, stepping away from the scary stuff for a second, take a look at this one. I knew these guys try to eat everything, but I didn't know it was this bad. If you didn't already know, that's a pelican. And that oversized beak isn't just for show. Their throat pouch can hold up to 3 times more than their stomach, so they scoop first and figure it out later. They'll go for fish, birds, even things they probably shouldn't be messing with. And here's the weird part, they don't always go right away. So when you see one getting a little too curious, you have to wonder, what exactly did it think it just caught? Now, this one is strange. What you're looking at appears to be a blue humanoid figure fighting with a cat. But the weirdest part is that the figure doesn't even look fully formed. It almost looks like the cat caught something in the middle of it appearing and immediately decided to attack. Many in the paranormal community believe this footage is genuine. Some have even advised the uploader to have the property blessed or prayed over. Not everyone is convinced. Others are asking for the original high-quality footage before making a judgment. And this raises an interesting question. Can animals actually see things we can't? Many people believe they can, while others think that's just a myth we've created around our pets. If this video footage is real, it could change the way we look at animals and what they might be sensing around us. Personally, I'm leaning toward a different explanation. I think someone may have taken a normal video of a cat playing with something real and edited it to make it look like it was paranormal, but, well, that's just my theory. You've seen the footage. You tell me what you think. Have you ever seen a UFO move through water and then pass through a sheet of ice? Well, today might be a lucky day. Take a look at this footage and tell me what you think. According to the uploader, this is a leaked alien file that was never meant to be seen. He claims it came from a collection of declassified footage and uploaded it through a dummy account before disappearing completely. After that, several paranormal pages picked it up and started sharing it. But many people remain skeptical. The biggest issue? The quality. Some feel the footage looks too unclear to be convincing. But we've seen that argument before. There have been clips people laughed at only for them to later become much harder to explain. Remember the Canadian news agency UFO footage? At the time, many people dismissed it too. So take another look at this one. Is this a genuine glimpse of something we weren't supposed to see, or just another clever fake?
How the did a bear get up there? How did it get up there? Is this even real? Okay, it really did happen. This actually happened. I can't. I mean, I know that bears can climb trees and stuff, but is its claws really that good that it could climb a telegraph pole? My God. I hope they got the poor thing down.
Why are all alien clips from the US? Yeah. Who the hell knows? Well, this is from Japan. It was captured by tourists staying at a hot spring inn near Mount Tsuragi. According to them, everything looked and felt normal until this showed up. They watched it slowly move toward the mountain where it stayed for a while. They don't tell us how it left or if it picked up anything, they only wanted answers. The community treated this with a little caution and skepticism. Many believed the clip could be legit, but found the reaction of the tourists unnatural. Sure, the man looked confused and worried in the clip, but the woman kept pointing outside and laughing. Many believed that in the real world setting, the woman would be freaking out. That, too, then, made this unnatural and possibly fake. There were a few who also thought that Japan usually has a lot of drone shows and the like. They believed the woman may have thought this was the situation, while the man who looked concerned realized it was not. He might not have said anything, so they didn't overreact. When you think of it that way, it kind of makes sense. Both scenarios could be right, but which of them is truly legitimate? This guy decided to do what every horror fan dreams of: visit a haunted location and see if he could capture something. Living in New Orleans, he chose a cemetery and brought along one of those spirit boxes that are supposed to pick up messages from the other side. At first, everything seemed normal. He was filming, talking to his audience, and sharing his thoughts. Then something ran past him. The strange part, he didn't even notice it right away. It took a few seconds before he realized something had just moved behind him, and that's when panic set in. And then the spirit box said two words that made the whole situation even creepier. He's here. He was live when it happened, so he immediately asked his viewers if they saw anything. But after the incident, his live stream started freezing and cutting out. Was it just a glitch and a strange shadow? Or did he actually capture something he wasn't supposed to find?
Some children with a hammer in New Orleans. And it just so happened that it happened on the West Bank. I know I'm not tripping, right?
He's here.
Oh, hell no.
This dad thought his kids were just letting their imagination run wild until he turned the car around. He was on a road trip with his family when his children suddenly started shouting that they saw Bigfoot. At first, he tried to ignore it, but they wouldn't stop. Eventually, he decided to turn back and prove there was nothing there. But when they reached the spot, something was standing in the woods, and it was not a person. It was a figure that looked exactly like what his kids had been describing, a Bigfoot. Luckily, his camera was already recording, capturing the moment you're watching now. Now, I don't know about you, but if I saw something like that on a family trip, I'd probably be putting the car in reverse and never looking back. Credit to this dad, though. He kept moving and focused on getting his family out safely. Because anyone who's been on a road trip with kids knows they'll say some wild things, but this time, well, they might have actually been telling the truth. What would you do if your kids pointed at the woods and said, "That's Bigfoot"?
Just cross the road. Where's it?
This is another strange sun video sent in by one of you. At first, it looks completely normal, just another sunset. But then all the light suddenly disappears, and that's when things get weird. Because this wasn't sunset, it wasn't even close. The person who recorded this says it happened around 9 p.m. in Florida. The sun seemed to appear for a few seconds, almost like someone turned it on by mistake before vanishing again. The person who sent it in claims to know the original uploader, but so far, there's been no official explanation, no explosion, no strange weather event, nothing that explains why the sky suddenly lit up. Was it just a strange natural phenomenon, or did something else happen that night?
What is that? Dude.
Holy shit.
That's crazy. What just happened?
This clip supposedly comes from North Dakota, and according to the story behind it, it was recovered from the phone of one of the group of friends who went missing. At the beginning, everything looked normal. They're sitting around a campfire laughing and enjoying the night. Then, without warning, everything changes. The friends suddenly start running, but the question is, what scared them? We never get a clear answer. However, as they run away, the camera catches a brief glimpse of something near the tent, a strange figure watching them. It appears to have a humanoid shape, smaller back, legs, and moves on all fours, but whatever it is, it does not look normal. Since the footage started circulating, people have had plenty of theories. Some believe it could be a rake, others think it's simply a bear caught at a strange angle. Personally, I'm leaning toward the skinwalker theory, but that's just one possibility. You've seen the footage. What do you think was out there with them that night?
Is that?
Yo, what's...
Run! Run!
Guys, wait! Oh. No.
Now, am I the only one just discovering how crazy some clouds can look? Because, tell me, this doesn't look like a giant mothership. Now, if you've watched enough alien movies like I have, you'll probably recognize the design, the shape, the way it stretches across the sky, and even the blue glow around it with those orange tones on the edges. It looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. The only way I'd accept this isn't some strange sky phenomenon, as if it's AI generated, but honestly it doesn't immediately look like one. Maybe it's because I've spent most of my life as a city guy and I'm not used to seeing skies like this. So anyone from Lorenzo, Nebraska, is this what your skies normally look like? Because if it is, I might need to stop calling every strange cloud an alien invasion.
Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at the blues at the top.
Take a good look at the picture in this man's hand. Well, what do you see? If you said an ape, I wouldn't blame you. If you said Bigfoot, well, that's exactly what the uploader wants you to believe. According to him, this image was captured near the area where his grandmother was raised, and he's been sharing it online, claiming this could be the real deal. Now, at first glance, I'm definitely thinking this has the classic Bigfoot look. The shape, the posture, the mysterious figure in the background are enough to get people talking. But is this actual evidence of the legendary creature, or just another blurry image that leaves us guessing? You've seen the picture. How does it compare to the other Bigfoot footage and images we've looked at before? Real discovery, or another mystery waiting to be explained?
And then we're going to really let you guys take a look at this.
Also, I would like to say what has got a special meaning to me. That's where my grandmother was raised at, where that picture was.
That's awesome. Yeah, awesome.
I've been sitting on this clip for weeks, unsure whether I should even share it, but here we are. According to the story behind it, this footage shows the moment aliens allegedly abducted and returned a group of Earth scientists. And yeah, you heard that right. The claim is that this happened in 1985 near Area 51 during a time when NASA and extraterrestrials were supposedly working together. But that raises an interesting question. If they were truly cooperating, why would these scientists need to be taken? Was it part of some agreement between humans and aliens, or did something happen that wasn't supposed to? Of course, there's the biggest question of all. Well, if this footage is even real. It's hard to say, but I've seen some of you spot things I completely missed, so I'll leave this one in your hands. What do you think? Is this genuinely a piece of hidden history or just another mysterious clip with a good story behind it? Our fascination with the unknown takes a peculiar turn with the discovery of an unconventional artifact, a miniature flying saucer adorned with cryptic symbols and detachable parts. It's like stumbling upon a cosmic puzzle, leaving everyone perplexed about its origins and purposes. As people examine this enigmatic object, the air is charged with speculation. Is it an alien gadget, a piece of extraterrestrial technology that defies our earthly comprehension? Or, on the flip side, could it be a creation of human ingenuity, wrapped in mystery, to challenge our intellect? Share your thoughts. Imagine this. You're casually grabbing a bottle of water from the fridge, and bam, it turns into ice as if you've got some secret superpower. How cool would that be? Stop imagining, it happens in the next clip. Unfortunately, scientists have an explanation for it. So the deal is that the water in the bottle gets supercooled in the fridge, meaning it stays liquid below its usual freezing point. But the trick is not to mess with it, no opening the cap or shaking the bottle. The moment you do that, it's like a magic spell breaks and the water freezes right before your eyes. However, skeptics hold the idea that this is simply a glitch in the matrix. Since everyone is entitled to their opinions, let us know in the comments section what you also think this is. I know what you're thinking. They're aliens, right? And I wouldn't blame you for thinking that. I mean, look at them go. I doubt we have any aircraft in any known military force that moves like that. So are these really aliens? Well, there are some in our paranormal community that believe we may be looking at drones, but come on. These have to be crafts moving at high speeds, and given the way our human crafts are constructed and the way they move, I believe this is either something experimental or extraterrestrial. But let me know what you think. Aliens, military, drones, or something much more. Stepping away from the spooky clips, check out this heartwarming scene. Here we have a guy playing a game with his dog, and you won't believe what unfolds. The clever pup manages to choose the right bricks and takes home the win. It's a testament to how smart animals can be when they're given the right training. You can just imagine the effort this guy put into teaching his furry friend the ropes. It goes to show that even without sharing our language, the bond and understanding between humans and animals can create some truly adorable moments. Kudos to this dynamic duo. We all know that trees have life, hence they reproduce, grow, and die. Sometimes it's even hard to believe that they're living because they're so inanimate and look lifeless, but this footage will change your mind. In Maryland, a person passing by stumbled upon a truly bizarre sight: trees seemingly on the move. It's the kind of thing you might expect to see in a Harry Potter movie. The trees, instead of standing still in the forest, decide to take a stroll, making their way from the woods to behind a building. The footage goes on for minutes, adding to the surrealness of the scene. Now, as whimsical as this looks, there are debates about what's going on. Some folks are sticking to the idea that the trees are moving, while others argue that there might be a hidden logger behind the house cutting and relocating the trees, creating the illusion of them moving. Since the person in the video didn't get closer to investigate, it's a bit of a head-scratcher, leaving us to wonder about the tree-walking mystery. If you've made it this far, could you please hit the like button, subscribe, and even drop a comment? If you haven't already, it goes a long way to make it possible to create more videos for you. Thank you for doing so. Moving back to the day's episode. Oh, we've got a little troublemaker on our hands. Caught in the act, this mischievous companion was frozen in place when its owner found it meddling with the tap. The guilt is practically written all over its adorable face as the water pours all over it. I can almost imagine the internal debate happening in its tiny head. Should I make a run for it or face the consequences? The moment of realization is pure gold, and the gradual head movement after the initial shock adds a touch of humor. It's almost as if the cat thought staying perfectly still could make it invisible. Classic pet antics. What do you think this furry friend was up to with the tap?
Porque María vivió eso una vez mínimo, ¿eh? Eso se lleva todo. Y ahí le una bronca, y yo, y ahí le Marisa se me perdieron porque yo estaba por fuera y no las encontraba.
Some women were filming a tornado from a distance, and as you watch, you notice something unusual. The clouds have dipped down to touch the earth in the tornado's dance. Now, this is where things get a bit mysterious. There's a glow within the cloud tunnels. It's not your typical tornado viewing experience. Sure, we're accustomed to the ferocious winds and swirling clouds, but a mysterious glow within the funnel adds an unexpected layer to the spectacle. What could be the source of this mysterious glow within the tornado's embrace? Is it a play of light, a reflection, or something more enigmatic? I'll let you decide on this one. While sitting on the balcony at night, looking at the neighborhood outside, a woman noticed something strange. Now, it's a bit tricky to pin down exactly what this entity looks like because it's a blur as it zooms by. But here's where it gets wild. When it takes flight, you catch a glimpse of its shadow on the ground. It looks like a really large being with bird-like wings. What creature could that be? Is it a ghost, a manifestation from another realm lingering in the night sky? On the other hand, the description of a large being with bird-like wings brings to mind thoughts of the Mothman, a legendary and cryptic figure often linked to sightings of impending disaster. Could the weird creature in the capture be the Mothman? Aaron doubts it, but what do you think? You know that feeling of being watched when you're walking all alone in a secluded place? Well, this footage was taken by a woman who was hiking in California when she felt uncomfortable, like someone was watching. As she glances around, a realization hits her. The weird feeling she's got isn't just a figment of her imagination. Right there, perched on a tree with this almost primal stillness, is a creature. One she's convinced is a Bigfoot. Peeking from a distance, the creature subtly reveals only a glimpse of its head and shoulders, but that sighting packs a serious punch. It sets off a bunch of questions and wild guesses. Is it some sort of forest guardian, a mythical being checking out the hiker passing by, or is it just a game of shadows and leaves playing tricks on us? Farms are mostly targets of wild animals because of the abundance of meek prey that cannot defend themselves, especially when the farm is closer to the woods. In this footage, a farmer was filming her animals when she noticed something strange in the woods behind the animals. A big, shadowy creature hanging out in the woods right behind the animals. It's moving quickly, giving off this kind of stalking vibe. And then, just like that, it vanishes into the dark. The farmer, watching all this go down, starts thinking maybe this isn't your everyday predator. The idea that it could be some paranormal creature starts crossing their mind. Encounters like these fuel speculation about the presence of mysterious beings in the vicinity of farms. While it's challenging to draw definitive conclusions from the footage, the eerie and elusive nature of the creature is very convincing. What do you guys think? Let's look at this crazy footage that was retrieved from the kitchen of a Chinese restaurant. In the video, you can see chefs busily cooking and moving up and down the kitchen when all of a sudden, something bizarre happens. One of the chefs, who's cooking over a large pot, has his legs slide backwards and upwards, causing him to slip and fall to the floor. It's important to mention that this man was handling a large cooking pot, and the slightest mistake could have resulted in serious burns, but luckily that didn't happen. Now let's focus on his fall. It looks as if an invisible force lifted his feet off the ground backward. None of the other chefs seemed to notice except for the one cooking beside him, and they both looked utterly shocked. Some comments on the video suggested the fall was probably due to slippery floors, maybe from oil spilt on the ground. However, skeptics believe there's something more to it, possibly an entity messing with the man. What do you think? Was this just a case of a slippery floor, or could there be an unseen force at play? The theory that we live in a matrix-like computer simulation may seem bizarre and hard to believe. However, numerous encounters and accounts continually support this idea, prompting us to question the nature of our reality. Take this footage, for example, captured by a couple out for a walk with their 3 dogs in England. And no, this isn't edited. According to the couple, their 3 dogs suddenly froze mid-run, and as you can see in the video, it's eerie because when you look closely, the plants and leaves are still rustling in the breeze, but the dogs are completely immobile. This bizarre state lasted for about 4 minutes. The couple was in shock, unsure of what to do or how to help their pets. Then, out of nowhere, a bird flew by, breaking whatever spell or glitch it was, and the dogs started moving again as if nothing had happened. What's particularly strange is how specific and isolated the glitch appeared to be. The world around the dogs continued as usual. Trees swayed, grass moved, and the couple themselves could walk and talk, but the dogs were caught in this inexplicable freeze. It's almost as if part of the code controlling the dogs' movements momentarily malfunctioned. This incident isn't an isolated one either. There have been numerous reports of similar occurrences where animals or even people seem to glitch or freeze in time, leading many to speculate about the nature of our reality. Are we truly living in a meticulously programmed simulation where occasional bugs and glitches reveal the underlying code? Let's think about this. If our reality is a complex system like a computer simulation, then such glitches could be akin to software bugs. And just like in any software, these bugs can manifest in various ways, sometimes causing strange and unexplainable phenomena. Now, everything I've said seems logical, paranormally, right? Well, Julius laughed at me. He told me these dogs are visualists, and my so-called glitch in the Matrix is nothing more than them pointing to let their owners know there is a bird or possibly prey around. Now, this sounds a lot more sensible than everything I said earlier. Does any of you have or know someone who has had any of these dogs? Have you really seen them do this? Let me know in the comments section. I really want to prove the know-it-all Julius wrong. Under the shroud of night, as this adventurer embarked on a boat journey through the mysterious swamp, an unexpected and eerie symphony captured their attention. In the stillness of the night, the distant tolling of a church bell reverberated through the air, resonating across the expansive forest. What made this occurrence particularly peculiar was the absence of any visible church in the vicinity. The haunting sound, typically associated with places of worship, seemed to emerge from the depths of the darkness itself. The discordance between the natural surroundings of the swamp and the unnatural tolling added an air of mystery to the nocturnal escapade. As the boat gently glided through the swamp's waterways, the enigmatic chiming persisted, leaving us to wonder, is that from a ghost church? 2 guys went into this creepy place and found something totally out of the ordinary. Inside this mysterious structure, they spotted a weird hole in the wall that hid who knows what. Feeling curious or maybe a bit mischievous, the guys chucked a rock into the darkness. And, surprise, surprise, something unexpected happened. A creature jumped up, spreading its wings in a defensive move. The noise it made wasn't your typical bird's soundtrack. It was more like a hint that it was not an ordinary creature. The men, now scared, ran off as fast as they could, leaving us to wonder what creature that was. This footage was taken by a man driving home late at night. He decided to take a shortcut through the woods when he saw something or someone up ahead. It was a girl in a white dress with dog hair covering her face. She stood straight with her head bowed and her hands clasped in front of her. The girl was completely motionless as the driver approached and then rode by. The sight was eerie to say the least. The girl's stillness and the way her hair obscured her face made the scene feel like something out of a horror movie. The driver, clearly unnerved, continued driving, but the image of the girl lingered in his mind. Some say this could be a spirit or a ghost, reminiscent of urban legends and ghost stories where a forlorn figure might appear to unsuspecting travelers. Others think it might be a prank or someone in distress. What do you think? Was this a ghostly encounter or just an elaborate prank? Scientists say they have discovered a tunnel on the moon. Yes, you heard that right. The tunnel is believed to be a lava tube. So what exactly is a lava tube? Lava tubes are natural channels formed by flowing lava beneath the surface of a solidified lava flow. When the surface lava cools and hardens, the molten lava underneath continues to flow, eventually draining away and leaving behind a hollow tube. On Earth, we have several examples of these, but finding one on the moon is incredibly exciting. And get this, it could be a place for humans to live, provided it isn't already inhabited by aliens. What if we aren't the first ones to find this lunar hideaway? What if something or someone is already there? A gang of adventurers living it up on a glacier, having the time of their lives when they stumble onto something that turns their icy expedition into a frosty riddle. The ice surface is solid, supporting their weight, but here's the kicker. When they peek through it, there's water underneath. Now, what in the chilly world is happening here? It's like the ice is playing a sneaky game of optical illusions, treating them to a liquid magic show right under their boots. Is it a secret entrance to an underwater wonderland, or just Mother Nature flaunting her icy tricks? The glacier seems to be keeping its secrets on ice, leaving our adventurers in awe and probably scratching their heads a bit. Turns out, ice adventures aren't just about epic views, they also come with front row seats to nature surprises. In the depths of the forest captured by a trail camera, a perplexing scene unfolds as four dark-furred creatures work collaboratively to bring down a tree. The way they move, the unsettling noise they make, and their coordinated effort add an air of mystery to the footage. As people watch this mysterious video, speculations about their identity range from mundane explanations like monkeys to more fantastical suggestions involving young Bigfoot. The creature's determination to break the tree into two raises questions about their behavior and purpose. Could they be a known species of primates displaying an unusual behavior, or does this footage offer a glimpse into the elusive and legendary world of Bigfoot, suggesting a social structure and collaborative activities? This spectacular event unfolded in Mendoza, Argentina, where a meteor allegedly descended from the skies and crash-landed. When the residents went to check out the site, this is what they found: a smoking rock. When a meteorite impacts the Earth, it can generate intense heat and potentially cause a small explosion upon impact, leading to smoke or dust, as you can see with this one. But one thing that doesn't add up is the absence of a crater. Meteorites typically leave craters when they reach the Earth's surface. The area around this rock clearly looks undisturbed, which makes Julius think it's a fake. Is someone trying to get their 5 minutes of fame, or is there more at play here? Share your thoughts. A man is strolling through the forest, casually filming, when suddenly he spots something that sends him sprinting for his life.
Aujourd'hui. Donc je retourne à la maison.
The creature responsible, not one to be outdone, decides to join in on the chase, leaving the poor man absolutely terrified. Now everything happens so quickly that it's almost like a blur, but when you slow it down, there it is, a pale, almost white creature. It appears to be similar in height or possibly taller than the man. It also has hollow eyes with a mouth wide open. It's got that classic alien vibe. Most alien sightings are peaceful strolls through the woods, but this one, it's got some serious aggression going on. Luckily, the man has some serious sprinting skills. Who knows what would have happened if this extraterrestrial speedster caught up? What's your take on this spine-chilling encounter? Real alien encounter or a well-executed forest fright? There's been quite a buzz surrounding a particular video circling the internet. In this footage, a creature resembling a dog caught the attention of the person behind the camera. As the creature appeared to notice the observer, it seems to head straight in that direction. The video owner claims it's a dog man, but some skeptics argue that it appears more like a person in a costume. As the debate unfolds, opinions diverge on the authenticity of the footage. Is it a genuine encounter with a mysterious creature, perhaps a dogman as suggested, or could it be a scenario involving someone in costume? I think it's the latter. What about you? The mystery of Bigfoot sightings continues, and this trail camera footage adds another piece to the puzzle. In the photo, the creature is captured in motion, revealing its dark fur and a stance that distinguishes it from known animals like bears or gorillas. The fact that it appears humanoid in posture has long been a hallmark of Bigfoot sightings. While the image provides a tantalizing glimpse, the elusive nature of the creature persists. The dark fur and upright posture align with descriptions commonly associated with Bigfoot encounters. However, the lack of a clear facial view or additional details leaves room for further exploration of these elusive beings. As enthusiasts and skeptics alike scrutinize the image, the quest to unravel the mystery of Bigfoot persists, with each sighting contributing to the enduring allure of this enigmatic and mythical being. A hunter set up a trail camera in the woods to capture game when he retrieved this device that revealed something unexpected. In the clip, we see a police officer cautiously walking through the woods holding his gun in a vigilant position. Shortly after he passed the camera lens, a strange beast appeared. The creature had a height of at least 8 or 9 feet with fur all over its body. Naturally, all who saw it believed it was a Bigfoot. The mystery lies in whether the policeman was hunting down the creature or if the creature was stalking the officer on patrol. With limited information on the footage, all we can do is speculate. What are your thoughts on this intriguing scenario? Something rather wild and interesting. This man was walking through the woods while filming when he unknowingly captured footage of a creature walking behind him. The creature was bipedal and had fur all over. It was furry from head to toe. Critically analyzing the footage, it appears the creature was moving from one side of the forest to the other when it was unknowingly captured by the camera. Fortunately for both parties, it wasn't until the man got home that he realized he'd captured something. It's no doubt that this creature fits the typical description of a Bigfoot. I'm not saying this isn't authentic, but believe me when I say there's no way you'd miss a creature of that size if it was just a few meters from you. Even if you somehow do miss it, I doubt it'll miss you, but what do I know, right? Trail cameras have been very effective in capturing candid moments in the wildlife. However, a Trailcam owner was shocked when she retrieved her device, and instead of animals, she was met with this. In the photo, you've got two women in the buff crouched down in the middle of the forest, totally absorbed in some mysterious thing on the ground. When you zoom in, you'll notice that there is a dead deer. The scene gets pretty eerie because it looks like these women are up to something unsettling, like they're having a feast on the lifeless deer. The bizarre nature of the scene has sparked speculation and theories. Some folks are throwing around the notion that these might be witches up to some kind of ritual, while others are floating the possibility that these figures could be skinwalkers. You know, those mythical beings from folklore known for transforming into animals and humans. What do you guys make of the situation? Before we move on to the next video, just another reminder. If you still haven't liked, commented, or subscribed to the channel yet, please do so now. I wouldn't want to send that Bigfoot after you. And don't forget to share with your friends and family as well. Thank you very much. The eerie atmosphere of a school after hours takes a chilling turn in this unsettling footage reminiscent of scenes from the It movie. The diligent custodian enters an empty classroom to tidy up, only to encounter a peculiar and disconcerting sight: a red balloon seemingly out of place among the others scattered across the room. As the custodian goes about his clearing duties, an uncanny occurrence unfolds. The red balloon appears to follow him with an unnerving precision. While the other balloons remain stationary, this solitary red orb exhibits a calculated movement as if possessed by an unseen force. The whole situation feels so strange that it makes you wonder. Is this just a weird accident, some crazy physics thing, or is there something supernatural going on with that balloon? And the fact that it looks like those creepy red balloons from Pennywise, well, just makes it even more unsettling. Still on Fairy Talk, we have an intriguing footage sent in by a woman who was taking a walk through the woods.
Entrances. You can see there's another one there.
She stumbled upon an odd-looking structure made of roots, grass, and a fallen tree. She believed this is some sort of fairy village. I must admit it does look like such a structure. At first glance, it might just seem like a bunch of grass and a fallen tree, but there appears to be something more. As she moves the camera around, you can see a tiny face among the foliage. It's like a tiny head, almost easy to miss. Let's take another look. Yes, right there, you see the tiny head with a face. What really adds to the mystery is the intricate detail of the village. The roots and grass are woven together in a way that seems almost intentional, as if crafted by tiny hands. Fairy folklore has been around for centuries, with countless tales of these mythical beings inhabiting secluded, magical places. Some believe that fairies are nature spirits, protectors of the forest who built their homes in hidden, enchanting spots like this one. So what do you think? Is this just a natural coincidence, or are we looking at a fairy village?
Cool little fairy village right here. All kinds of little entrances. You can see there's another one there.
A man was controlling an excavator to move a wasp nest and decided to film the whole thing. You can see the nest hanging from the lift of the excavator when all of a sudden it falls down, and that's when things take a dramatic turn. An army of wasps immediately head straight toward the camera, and you can tell they're aiming for the man in the truck. It's like they knew he was the one who disturbed their home and they were out for revenge. I really hope this man had the windows rolled up and was safe inside the cab, because these wasps look incredibly angry. The sheer number of them is terrifying, and you can almost feel the tension through the screen. Now, this next one is quite an intriguing tale from the heart of the wilderness. In the year 2020, Scott Carpenter, a dedicated Bigfoot researcher, embarked on a camping expedition into the depths of the woods. Little did he know that his journey would lead to a captivating discovery that would fuel the age-old debate surrounding the elusive Bigfoot. In the video, a colossal dog-furred creature emerges behind the tent, casting a towering silhouette against the wilderness. The creature seemed curious about the strange structure in its territory. It pokes the tent with a tree branch and then moves away to stand behind the tree, still looking at the tent. Carpenter was very excited about this encounter and decided to share it. What do you think of this? During a sunset moment, someone came across a strange spectacle. There seemed to be 3 different lights behind a cloud. Now, scientifically speaking, this phenomenon is known as a sundog or parhelion. It occurs when sunlight is refracted through ice crystals in the atmosphere, creating bright spots on either side of the sun. These spots can sometimes give the illusion of multiple suns, leading to breathtaking and somewhat surreal visuals. Nature has a way of surprising us with its optical illusions, making us pause and marvel at the wonders of the world. Have you ever encountered any other intriguing natural phenomena? This next video was one of the most convincing UFO bits of footage I've ever seen. Yes, it's an exaggeration, but you get the point.
Look!
A man managed to capture a craft flying across the sky. What makes this footage stand out is just how clear it is. You can distinctly see the craft as it moves. It's not one of those blurry, shaky videos where you're left guessing what you're looking at. As the craft glides across the sky, it suddenly vanishes behind a tree that's obscuring the view. The way it moves and disappears is incredibly intriguing and adds an element of mystery to the whole sighting. You can tell from the video that this isn't a typical aircraft or something easily explainable. The man who filmed it was clearly stunned by what he saw, and honestly, I don't blame him. The clarity of the footage and the way the craft moves makes it hard to dismiss this as a simple trick of light or a conventional aircraft.
Look!
A homeowner shared some eerie footage captured on the staircase leading to his basement. According to him, this area of his house is haunted. To prove it, he conducted a few simple yet chilling experiments. First, he blew up a balloon and threw it down the staircase. Instead of simply rolling down, a few footsteps were heard and the balloon began to bounce up and down as if someone were playing with it. Next, the man raised his palm as if waiting for a high five. Shockingly, an invisible force seemed to respond, producing a distinct slapping sound and pushing his hand backward from the impact. In the third demonstration, the homeowner held a roll of toilet paper at the top of the staircase. Once again, an invisible force began to pull at the tissue, unraveling it while descending the stairs. These demonstrations suggest the presence of some kind of entity haunting the basement. What do you think? Is this convincing evidence of a haunting, or could there be another explanation? Diving into the world of conspiracy theories, there's a buzz going around suggesting that NASA might be tinkering with digital maps to hide specific spots on Earth. In this video, someone takes us on a virtual tour, zooming in on a particular area until we land on this perplexing site with a weird pattern that looks a bit like a wall. The oddity of this place gets people wondering, sparking all sorts of theories about hidden agendas and deliberately keeping information under wraps. As we mull over the idea of secret operations in the digital space, there are lingering questions. Is NASA really up to something fishy, concealing certain places? And if they are, what kind of secrets could these hidden spots be holding? Or is this just a case of misinterpretation and coincidence? I hope the FBI doesn't come knocking on my door for this. Our next captivating footage transports us back in time, raising the age-old question: are dinosaurs real or just confined to the realms of history and imagination? The video captures a moment that appears to showcase a little T-Rex being fed, adding a layer of fascination and awe to the mystery surrounding these ancient creatures. Throughout history, we've dug up skeletal remains hinting at the existence of dinosaurs in eras long before humans came into the picture. But now, this footage seems to suggest the wild notion of dinosaurs making a comeback from extinction. It's like a spark of curiosity and deep thinking. The thought of running into these colossal creatures in the here and now shakes up our understanding of how nature works. It's like a giant leap beyond what we thought we knew about the natural order of things. A night vision camera in Peru captured this creature. It has an abnormally big head and a slender body. Seeing this brings Megamind to mind, but he's not real now, is he? This, on the other hand, is very real. Naturally, all who saw it thought it was an alien. Here's the million-dollar question. Is this genuine footage of an alien in Peru, or could there be another explanation for this mysterious glowing entity? Skeptics believe they have the answer. It's a hoax. While that sounds a bit harsh, especially to the believers of aliens, I can understand where they're coming from. What's your take on this otherworldly sighting, alien encounter, or is there a more down-to-earth explanation for this glowing enigma? Share your thoughts on this extraterrestrial or not-so-extraterrestrial mystery. So there's this lake in China that dried up, and guess what? It revealed these mysterious structures that nobody seems to have any record of in the history books. Now, the paranormal community is buzzing with theories about ancient stuff getting buried by nature's grand shuffling, like the Great Floods. As researchers roll up their sleeves for more digging, they're hoping to discover what these structures truly are. But what are your theories? Please do share them. In another bizarre encounter, a person walking in the streets at night stumbled upon a truly unsettling sight. A mysterious woman was standing still, observing passers-by with an eerie intensity. As the person filming approached, a more detailed look revealed something profoundly unsettling about her appearance. The woman's eyes were pitch black, devoid of any discernible humanity, and her face exhibited an otherworldly quality. The camera captured the unnerving moment as her gaze seemed to follow its movement. The overall impression is deeply unsettling, prompting the hope that this might be a Halloween stunt or some form of performance art, that an encounter with something beyond the realm of normalcy. In the skies over Colombia, an observer became witness to a surreal phenomenon, a colossal human shadow cast against the expanse of the heavens. While clouds are known to occasionally take on diverse shapes, the distinctive features of this ethereal figure sparked a sense of intrigue and skepticism. Clouds usually take on all sorts of fun shapes, but the sharp and purposeful lines of this massive figure made people wonder more than usual. The clear outline of a head and shoulders got everyone thinking. Was it a mere play of light and shadow, or did the heavens momentarily unveil a glimpse of something beyond our comprehension? Check out this mind-boggling security footage from a restaurant kitchen. This guy is trying to warm a meal with a torch, but it doesn't light. Look at what he does next. How is he doing that? This man's lighting fire with his finger to heat the meal. He then shakes his hands after he is done and walks out with a plate of food. What just happened? Is he a mutant like the Human Torch, or is he just firebending? The logical ones think this is nothing more than a hoax, but is it though? I guess we'll never find out. This footage is allegedly from the International Space Station. It captures a peculiar object zipping across the sky. The object in question is shaped like the letter V. This is very different from the strange crafts mostly seen in the sky. Some might throw around the idea of it being a drone, but that thing is colossal. To put it in perspective, it's as big as a passenger plane. Have you seen drones that size? I'm not so sure. So what are we gazing at here? Could it be a genuine, unidentified flying object, or is there a more down-to-earth explanation for this V-shaped space oddity? Now, sticking with the Bigfoot vibe, let's step into the world of eerie sounds echoing through the woods. In this captivating footage, someone catches a unique sound that they're pretty convinced is connected to Bigfoot. The audio captures this loud grunt-like growl that ripples through the whole forest. So here's the big question. Is this really the mysterious Bigfoot doing its communication thing, or could it be the call of some unknown creature? Maybe, just maybe, it's a well-played prank by someone who loves a good mystery. The vast and mysterious ocean has long been a source of fascination and fear. In this footage, we're confronted by what I can only describe as a mysterious sight. Colossal creature whose immense size is only confirmed by the tumultuous whirlwinds it stirs within the sea. The thunderous sound accompanying its movement add an ominous undertone to the unfolding story. As speculation ensues among the passengers, the question lingers. Could this be a sea monster, a creature of myth and legend, or does a more rational explanation exist for this marine anomaly? Here we have another bizarre sea creature captured by a fisherman. It's a pinkfish, fleshy organism with no visible limbs or eyes. It moves in a wriggling motion, much like a maggot. The ocean is a very mysterious place, hiding countless unknown and strange creatures within its depths. I mean, just look at this thing. Its texture is smooth and rubbery, almost alien-like in appearance. Some speculate that it could be a type of sea cucumber, given its soft body and lack of appendages. For those unfamiliar, sea cucumbers are known for their unusual shapes and movements, so it wouldn't be surprising if this creature belonged to that category. However, others think it might be something else entirely different, perhaps an undiscovered species. Wild, I know, but what do you think? Abandoned houses are abandoned for a reason, and most of the time they become hotspots for paranormal activities and strange creature sightings. In this footage, a man ventures into the woods to explore an abandoned house. Before he could even get closer to the house, he saw something on the roof. It was a creature with glowing eyes moving about. Because it was dark, the rest of its features are hard to make out, but you can see its notable shoulders and a pair of human-like arms. The creature appears to be crouched and moving on all fours based on its movements. As the adventurer approached, the creature noticed him and began to move aggressively on the roof, almost as if it were warning him to stay away. Aaron, our conspiracy theorist, thinks this creature is a rake because of its glowing eyes and human-like shoulders. On the other hand, Julius is adamant that it's just a hoax and that it's a man in a costume. Who are you guys going on this one, Julius or Aaron? Let me know in the comments section.
Listen, that'd be crazy. Hold on.
Alright, picture this. It's 11 p.m. in Eastern Oregon, and this guy is strolling home minding his own business. But suddenly, he's hit with this bizarre symphony of laughter echoing from the woods.
It's actually gotten closer since it started.
We're talking hyena vibes mixed with a dash of doggy humor. And get this, it goes on for a solid 20 minutes, with the laughter gradually getting closer each time. Now, some folks are throwing around theories like it's Bigfoot throwing a comedy night in the forest, while others are whispering about possible skinwalker shenanigans. But truth be told, nobody's got the scoop on what exactly is going down in those woods. Talk about stumbling upon the holy grail of Bigfoot evidence. In the aftermath of a heavy snowstorm, a dedicated group of Bigfoot enthusiasts stumbled upon a remarkable spectacle. There were imprints of large feet, footprints that exceeded the size of an average human foot by 2 or 3 times. As they carefully examined the prints etched in the snow, a fascinating revelation unfolded before their eyes. The sheer size of the footprints varied, suggesting the presence of not just one, but potentially a family of these elusive creatures.
Yeah, I mean, the foot is melted away to make it look bigger. But look at the top of these right here.
Yeah.
Here, 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 and then it was the whole hill.
And let me ask you something.
Here, whole hill.
If you're looking down at these, do you know something different about this grouping?
There's a small one and
There's
a
a
big
small one and a big one.
Some imprints were notably smaller, hinting at the possibility of a youngling walking alongside its more massive counterpart. We've got a spine-chilling encounter from the forests of Turkey that will leave you on the edge of your seat.
Allahu Ekber. Of.
Two explorers were out in the forest when they came across something truly eerie on their path. It was a dark figure with a pale face and glowing eyes. The creature was crouched down, staring right at them. The men, surprisingly, remained as calm as can be, while the creature just stayed there watching them. For a few tense moments, nothing happened. Then out of nowhere, the creature vanished, only to reappear at another spot nearby. This time, it screeched at them, and that's when the men decided they'd seen enough and ran out of there. What could this dark figure be? Was it some kind of forest spirit, an alien, or perhaps a cryptid? The glowing eyes and pale face make it hard to identify, but one thing is for sure. It's not something you'd want to encounter on a quiet walk through the woods.
Maruti kabilesinin başı mısın? Allahu Ekber. Hikmet abi.
Still strange and unexplained beings out there. Take a look at this clip.
Look at these big ass mosquitoes here! Girl, what the fuck?
Am I not the only one who sees a fairy? This clip looks like it was taken at a concert, and no one, at least from the clip, seems to have noticed it aside from the one filming. This has led some who saw the clip thinking the video is being digitally manipulated. You guys see it too, so what do you think?
God, look at these big ass mosquitoes here. Girl, what the fuck?
For a lot of people, going to the dentist isn't exactly a pleasant experience. Having someone dig around in your mouth or pull out a tooth can be downright nerve-wracking. Now imagine capturing that anxiety in a disturbing, lifelike simulation. Take a look at this eerie footage. Lifelike dummies were created to replicate the reactions of real patients in a dentist's chair, and the result is both realistic and unsettling. The dummy's face contorts into a horrified expression, and it even lets out chilling screams. Just look at every grimace and outcry that is shockingly accurate. They may have nailed the realism, but there's something undeniably strange about watching a fake human react so vividly to imaginary pain. What do you do when you run into something like this while filming in a deserted, abandoned, and haunted forest? Well, you run. If it were up to me, however, you wouldn't be going in at all. But let's get back to the clip. What exactly are we looking at? I'm not exactly sure, but it looks like some sort of a cryptid that's somehow hanging from a tree. If we didn't know what it was, I would say it was having fun like the way kids do, but that can't be right, right? Julius thinks it's a setup by those filming to try and make it look like they were filming an authentic experience. I mean, I get why he would think that, but do you think he's right this time? Share your thoughts. Next, we have this strange clip. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a strange-looking entity floating around. It looks like the jelly-like UFO that has been appearing in the skies lately. And get this, there have been multiple sightings of these jelly-like beings in different places. According to the reports, they just descend from the sky and float around in the dark. The big question is, what on earth could these things be? Are they all connected, or are we dealing with some next-level otherworldly entities just casually chilling in the night sky? Or could it be? Could it actually be that they're mapping our planet? You know what, I'm gonna stop here before I actually figure this out and get abducted. And before we move on to the next clip, what's your take on these mysterious jelly-like night floaters? Tsubame, a Japanese startup, has rolled out a manned robot named Archax, which is designed to accommodate one person.
ことができます。で、基本的に26の関節がありまして、コックピットの中から操縦することが可能。
The hefty device weighs in at 3.5 tons and can reach a maximum speed of 10 kilometers per hour. Inside, there are screens and controllers for the pilot to navigate the robot. The creators believe that these devices have endless applications in disaster relief and the aerospace industry, envisioning Archax as a versatile tool in these fields. With a price tag of $3 million and plans to produce at least 5 of these robots, we can agree that it's a bold step into the future of manned robotics. What's your take on this high-tech creation? Do you think Archax could revolutionize disaster response and aerospace tasks, or is it a bit too futuristic for its own good?
Walked as it walked. It literally sounded.
Stacy.
What the?
A man ventured into the woods for a ghost hunting expedition, setting up a tent with a few paranormal investigation tools, a Ouija board, and a spirit radio to communicate with spirits. Once settled, he decided to unzip the tent and look outside when he suddenly heard a deep, unsettling growl nearby. Almost simultaneously, the name Stacy came through on the radio, adding an eerie twist to his experience. He asked through the radio if there was anyone outside. In response, he received a series of strange words, and at one point the radio seemed to clearly say, "Please leave." It's not clear if he attempted to use the Ouija board, which some say shouldn't be used alone due to the potential risks of communicating with the unknown. As the unsettling sounds continue outside, the man decides it was best to pack up and leave. On his way out, he heard more noises, adding to the fear that something or someone was watching him. In his footage, he seemed genuinely frightened, and it was clear he was relieved to be leaving the eerie woods.
Is there somebody outside? Yeah? Please leave.
Yeah, that's definitely not normal. This was captured by a man exploring an abandoned house. Whatever it is, it's noticed the man and it's not a fan. It hides, or at least tries to hide from him. Initially, the man wasn't sure what he was dealing with, but once the clip made its way online, many who saw it believed it was a fire demon. You've seen the clip. What do you also think? Take a look at this chilling footage from a security camera that reveals a perplexing and hazardous situation. In the video, an enigmatic smoky substance begins to blanket the road, covering the area in an eerie haze. After a while, a car nonchalantly pulls onto the road. Within moments, chaos erupts as the entire area is engulfed in flames. Now, what seems like harmless smoke or fog earlier turns out to be a gas leak. It looks like a tiny spark from the car or somewhere nearby decided to play with fire, literally. Gas leaks are often odorless and invisible and can pose a significant threat when undetected. The sequence of events captured in this video emphasizes the need for vigilance and prompt action in the face of potential hazards. Just a quick reminder before the next clip comes, if you still haven't liked, commented, or subscribed, could you do so right now? You wouldn't want me to send a Bigfoot after you now, would you? In this next footage, we have this lone cloud hovering above a vicinity, and guess what? It doesn't exhibit your typical cloud behavior. No, but this one's doing something strange. It's rotating in the sky and not at the leisurely pace of your regular clouds.
Te hubieras ido por ahí para que lo tomáramos mejor. Para que viéramos exactamente qué es.
With all the UFO chatter buzzing around, some are convinced this isn't just a cloud putting on a show and that it might actually be a UFO in disguise. I'm all for the alien encounter stories, but what do you make of it? Tell me you saw that translucent being walking at the top of the building where the individuals dancing are. If that confuses you, it doesn't confuse me one bit because I found out what day this was taken. If you have watched Pixar's Coco cartoon from 2017, then you would understand this better. For those unfamiliar with it, the Day of the Dead Dia de los Muertos is a vibrant Mexican festival from October the 31st to November the 2nd, celebrating and honoring deceased loved ones in a lively, joyous way. Rooted in both indigenous and Spanish Catholic traditions, the festival centers on welcoming the spirits of the dead back to the earthly realm. Key customs include setting up altars known as ofrendas in homes and cemeteries decorated with photos, marigolds, candles, and favorite items of the deceased. Marigold flowers, called Kempastul, are known as flowers of the dead, and their fragrance and color are believed to guide spirits back to their families. Colorful symbols like sugar skulls, calaveras, and skeletal figurines, often in festive attire, represent the celebration's lively spirit and the natural cycle of life and death. La Catrina, a popular skeletal figure in European dress, symbolizes the blend of indigenous and colonial influences. Celebrations also include parades, music, and dancing, with participants often painting their faces as skulls to celebrate rather than fear mortality. Though it coincides with Halloween, the Day of the Dead has a unique cultural focus, emphasizing joyful remembrance over fright, where families cherish the memories of loved ones with warmth, laughter, and community. Perhaps that's why the translucent being was not malicious.
¡Mira, la nave! ¡La nave! ¡Les dije!
A man spotted something unusual in the night sky just as he was getting ready to go to bed. It was a tiny glowing orb floating high above, casting a faint light around it. As soon as the orb vanished, the entire sky flashed a strange light blue, then faded back to darkness. Just when he thought it was over, the sky lit up blue again, only to disappear back into the blackness moments later. What could this possibly be? Was it a celestial event, some form of atmospheric phenomenon, or maybe even something out of this world?
¡Mira, la nave! ¡La nave! ¡Les dije!
In this clip, someone captured an odd-looking white formation in the clouds. It's hard to tell exactly what this could be, whether it's white smoke or just an unusual cloud formation. People in the comments had a lot to say about it, and their theories are quite diverse. Some people believe it's a blue beam projection, while others think it might be a rocket hitting the firmament. There's even a mention of a dome, and one person claimed to have seen something similar in Phoenix. But which of these theories could be true? Our friend Julius thinks that these theories are all false and that what we are seeing is simply a cloud formation. He believes it's nothing more than nature doing its thing in a spectacular way. What about you? What do you think? I've got a clip that goes back as far as 2005. This one is definitely going to stir up some conversations. Take a look. So back in 2005, a group of people were walking through the woods when they stumbled upon something extraordinary on the forest floor. I used the word extraordinary sparingly because it didn't look like anything they had seen. In fact, it appeared to be a lifeless alien creature. It looked like it had been dead for a while. Now, I know the footage is blurry and shaky, but bear in mind this is allegedly from 2005. If that's the case, then by today's standards, it makes sense that the clip looks like this. But that also makes it hard to make out all the details due to the quality of the footage. Now, the question on everyone's mind when they shared this footage with them was, if this truly is an alien being, what was it doing on Earth? How did it end up in the middle of the woods? And what happened to it? Also, where is its ship? It's questions like this that made people skeptical about this being true. There's no way the government will find an alien, kill it, and leave it out in the woods. There's also no way an ordinary man would kill an alien and tell no one about it. A wild animal couldn't steal the alien's ship either. The only logical explanation would be that it was killed by its own kind and left out in the wild. But there's no logical reason for them to risk being exposed. It's thoughts and questions like this that have led many to believe this whole thing is probably a hoax. If you've been on this channel, you know how much I love aliens, but this story is one that's hard to get behind. What do you guys think, though?
Solo se le acerca, se oye como ronca.
This train station has had numerous reports from employees who claim to have heard screams, cries, and mournful sounds. But whenever they go to investigate, there's never anyone there. Recently, some new employees experienced the same eerie noises and managed to capture them on camera. In the footage, you can clearly hear distant cries coming from the train tracks, but there's no one around. Many believe these sounds could be the lingering cries of victims from past train accidents at the station. What do you think? If you live in North Carolina, then this first clip is for you. 43 monkeys have allegedly escaped a research facility where they were being used for testing various drugs. At the time of making this video, no one had been hurt or attacked by the monkeys. Nevertheless, people couldn't help but wonder if they were still safe. It's almost as though the rise of the planets of the apes was unfolding right before our eyes. But then again, that's purely fiction. There's no way that could happen in real life, right? Take a look at this. We start with a seemingly ordinary plate of mushrooms, but then all of a sudden the mushrooms transform into tiny penguins. Yes, you heard that right. What can CGI not do these days? The transformation is so seamless and realistic that it almost feels like magic. These are the types of videos that get under Julius's skin, but I have to admit it looks almost real. You can see the tiny penguins waddling around on the plate, and if you weren't paying close attention, you might even believe it was real. It's incredible how far CGI technology has come, allowing creatures to craft such lifelike animations. Glowing orbs are a phenomenon that has taken the internet by storm lately. This time we have a rather odd one shared by a group of friends who were hanging out at night when they noticed it. There, in the night sky, is a large orb, and from it, smaller orbs are falling out and floating above the city. But that's not all. As you can see, the smaller orbs are creating some sort of formation. They all position themselves into a straight horizontal line before dispersing in different positions. Now, this is new. What could this mean and what's going on? The fact that the orbs first align in a straight line before dispersing is particularly intriguing. It's almost as if they're trying to communicate or perform a specific task. But what for? Like I said earlier, we haven't seen them do this. I'm not sure if to be intrigued, impressed, or worried, but what do you think? A couple decided to explore their attic one night, since spying the place they'd never ventured up there. But out of the blue, they decided to check it out. They took flashlights and a camera and began scanning the dusty cornice. It was pretty dark and eerie up there. Then suddenly their flashlight beam hit something in the far corner of the attic. It was a tall, pale figure. It popped its head out from behind a wall, staring at them for a brief, chilling moment before slipping back into the shadows. They barely caught a glimpse of it, but knew they had seen something. Without a second thought, they bolted down the attic stairs and didn't look back. What could that creature have possibly been? The ocean truly is one of Earth's last frontiers, full of mysteries and vast unexplored depths. Take a look at this footage as an example of the awe-inspiring and sometimes terrifying discoveries being made. A paddleboarder was out on the water when he noticed a huge creature moving beneath the surface, its massive shape cutting through the water from a distance. The creature seemed to be heading toward him, creating a powerful current. As it got closer, a wave of water surged up, washing over the border. And then, just like that, the footage cuts out. Thankfully, the person made it back safely since we're able to watch the clip, but it really makes you wonder what kind of creature could be lurking under those waves, moving with such power. A jewelry maker had a customer return a ring and ask for some changes because it didn't fit. Now, when the ring was returned, it came along with this strange-looking container. He doesn't know what this thing is, and that's not even the problem here. Take a look at this. When he opens the container, the camera becomes all grainy, but when he closes it, it goes back to normal. What does that mean? Some viewers say that there could be some sort of radiation emanating from the container. What do you guys think? If you haven't already hit the like button, subscribed, or even dropped a comment so far, could you please do so now? It goes a long way to help us make more of these videos for you. Thank you so much. Now, back to today's episode. Our next clip takes us along the borders of Kazakhstan, where a group of individuals stumbled upon a cave that has since been causing quite a stir. Take a look. Do you hear the strange noise coming from the cave? It sounds like a roar, yet it has this electronic mod to it. Take a listen. Did you hear that? Now, name an animal that sounds like that. I bet you can't. Now, what makes this even spookier is the fact that the cave's entrance is sealed tight with massive rocks. Whatever is in there was definitely intentionally kept there. The question is, why? Some think it might be a monster, while others think it might be some secret doomsday weapon. Then there's Julius, our know-it-all, who thinks this is nothing more than a hoax. Personally, I agree with him. But what do you think?
What kind of shoes are you wearing? Are those Skechers?
Well, they're kind of a part of my feet. But I don't want to give you the shoe size. I'm a little self-conscious about that.
In the world of technology, we're all aware of how Elon Musk is pushing forward with advancements in Tesla robots, making them more sophisticated by the day. Take a look at this recent interaction someone had with one of these robots. He asked the Tesla robot what its shoe size was, and the response was remarkable. Not only did it answer, but the tone was so convincingly human that if you weren't watching, you might actually believe it was a real person speaking. While it's impressive, it's also a reminder that these machines are steadily becoming more human-like in their responses and behaviors.
What kind of shoes are you wearing? Are those Skechers?
Well, They're kind of a part of my feet. But I don't want to give you the shoe size. I'm a little self-conscious about that.
Please, by all means, feel free to move something. Move one of the leaves here, move one of the leaves there, I don't know, whatever you want to move. Move the bike again, or the remote here. Don't be scared. Although I am a little bit scared. It's one of those horrible situations where you kind of want to off. There is no way.
A man had been hearing strange noises in one of his rooms for a while. At first, he thought it was just sounds coming from outside. But one day, he decided to go in and record to investigate further. And when he did, he realized the noises weren't coming from outside, they were coming from within the room itself. Take a look at what happened next. As he started filming, he kept his distance, pointing the camera toward a corner of the room where he had a piano, a guitar, a flowing vase, and a speaker set up, along with a few other items. He started speaking to whatever might be there, asking if it could move something around to show its presence. At first, nothing happened, but then suddenly the guitar moved. According to him, the guitar had been popped up in that spot for quite a while, and it seemed unlikely that it would just lose balance and shift on its own. He even walked closer, panning the camera to show that there were no strings or wires attached to it, making it clear it wasn't staging the scene. So what do you think? Could this be a strange coincidence, or did something unseen really move that guitar?
Don't be scared. Although I am a little bit scared. It's one of those horrible situations where you kind of want to off. There is no way.
Check out this incredible scene at the Sarangani Province Island Beach Resort in Masim, Philippines. A crowd is gathered at the shore. But why? Well, the fishes in the sea were swimming out onto the shore. As you can see, people are loading up large baskets of fish right there. This is very puzzling. Fishes are creatures of the sea, right? Seeing them voluntarily swim ashore is like a fishy version of a red carpet event. It's usually not their style, considering it often means, well, not great things for them. So the big question is, what could have spooked these fishes out of their comfort zone into the land and hands of humans? Still on strange finds, take a look at this one.
That's what I thought it was the first time that I saw this the other day. I mean, it's out literally in the middle of nowhere, under this big oak.
A man found a hole under an oak tree in the middle of nowhere. Curious, he decides to peek in using his camera, and once he does, he discovers a flight of stairs leading further into it. So what does our brave explorer do? He descends into the unknown, and what he finds is downright perplexing. The stairs lead him into a tunnel, surprisingly lit with lights on the walls. You'd think this would be the sign to be cautious and return, but no, deeper and deeper he goes. And the odd thing is, it's just stairs, stairs, and more stairs. The temperature drops as he ventures further until he reaches a colossal ancient-looking door, which is where our clip ends. What could he have discovered? Could it be some sort of facility or something more? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. I'm not the only one seeing the conical head and large eyebrow, right? This was recorded by a young lad exploring the woods. He heard the rustling of leaves and footsteps moving towards him. He took a defensive position and had his trusted camera in hand just in case evidence was needed on what happened to him. Fortunately for him, whatever it was also most likely trying to investigate his presence, as it hid in the bushes, also trying to observe him. This gave him enough time to take a picture and run out of the place. Now, he thought he had seen a Bigfoot, but it was not till he was home that he confirmed it was indeed a Bigfoot. At least that's the narrative he's sending around. You've seen the clip, so what do you think? Have you ever heard of Marzu cheese? It's an unusual delicacy from Sardinia, Italy, known for its controversial ingredients. Marzu is a homemade cheese typically made from sheep's milk, but it's intentionally infested with live larvae. These tiny maggots added to the cheese help break down its fats and create an incredibly soft, spreadable texture with a strong, unique flavor. As the larvae moves through the cheese, they release enzymes that give it its distinctive taste and smooth consistency. However, because of the health risks associated with consuming live larvae, the sale of Marzu is banned in many parts of Europe, even though it remains a cultural favorite in Sardinia. The cheese is so polarizing that people either love it or can't stand the thought of it. Would you ever give this daring delicacy a try? A man recently found this really strange thing inside his apple, and it's got everyone talking.
What in the world? Okay, it is. It's like another one growing in here, and it's just, ew, it's just nasty. It's like, this is rotten.
So here's what happened. The man initially took a bite of the apple and immediately noticed that it tasted off. Curious and a bit concerned, he decided to grab a knife and carefully cut through the apple to see what was going on. What he found inside was pretty shocking. This was a weird-looking growth in the apple. It was darker than the normal color of the apple's flesh and had a slimy texture. It almost looked like some sort of tumor growing inside the fruit. You can imagine his surprise and disgust at finding something like this. So what could this possibly be? Is it some kind of fungus or mold? Could it be a disease affecting the apple? It's definitely not something you'd expect to find in your fruit.
What in the world? Okay, it is. It's like another one growing in here, and it's just, ew, it's just nasty. It's like, this is rotten.
Next, we've got a mind-blowing piece of footage that might just answer the age-old question, do people really have powers? Now, I know Aaron would definitely say yes, but let's take a look at this crazy footage I came across.
Oh my god.
Do it.
Don't!
Prove
I'm
it.
at work.
Prove it. What the?
In the clip, a man behind the camera is filming a woman and repeatedly tells her to do it. They're outside on the streets of a city at night, and you can feel the tension building. The girl seems a little reluctant, but then something incredible happens. She lifts her hand to the sky, pointing a finger upwards, and at the exact position and moment, a lightning bolt strikes. Even the girl looks shocked herself. Is this just a crazy coincidence, or does this girl actually have some kind of power? It's definitely one of the wildest things I've seen. Imagine being able to control the elements with just a gesture. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this.
Oh my god.
Do it.
Don't!
Prove
I'm
it.
at work.
Prove it. What the?
A group of friends had decided to search for the paranormal deep in the woods late at night. Despite hours of searching, they found nothing unusual. But as they drove back and were able to pull into the driveway, they noticed something strange. There was a shadowy figure moving around the car. They quickly cut the engine and grabbed a flashlight and their phones to record. When they shone the light toward it, they were met with a chilling sight. A dark, fur-covered creature standing about 7 feet tall, staring right at them. And just like that, the footage cuts off. It seems something may have followed them home from the woods. Could this be a dogman? We can't be sure. The footage was shaky, but whatever it was, it left them rattled. Now, I don't speak Spanish, but even I can tell that this is bad news. This was allegedly recorded by a guy who wanted the experience, the thrill of a haunted space. It's something he loved to do, and this love sent him to a haunted sewer system. I mean, anyone who can endure the smell of a sewer just so he can experience something paranormal certainly deserves a seat in this studio. After a bath, of course. While Aaron would certainly love to engage him, Julius thinks there's no point to the exercise. Yes, he did hear strange noises coming from the sewer, but ultimately there was no real face to these sounds. Yes, he did catch a glimpse of some small creatures, but didn't really get a good look because he was running scared. Is this something you would do, or do you think he placed his life in harm's way for no reason? You might be wondering what you are looking at, but allow me to explain. This is a supposed patent for a full-body teleportation system. I don't need to explain what this is, right? The document states that this invention is a system that teleports a human being through hyperspace from one location to another using a pulsed gravitational wave traveling through hyperspace. Basically, whoever is responsible for this invention was trying, or perhaps has found a way, to teleport from one place to the other. I went through the document and realized that the patent has been abandoned. Closer scrutiny of the document, you'll realize that the patent was applied for in 2004 by one St. Clair John Q. We did some digging on the individual and realized that he's one person who has applied for many strange patents. It's even scary to mention them since his whole persona is shrouded in mystery. Perhaps in the near future we may do a deep dive on him, but until then, what do you guys think of the patent? This clip has gone viral, and not for the reasons you might imagine. Yes, she's beautiful, if I do say so myself, but that's not the reason she's gone viral. The residence where she believes thinks that she's not from this earth. She wears this white robe wrapped around her body and walks around barefooted. She walks and moves in this eerily automated manner which is so unhuman-like. The residents of the area follow her around, asking her questions, thinking she might be an alien. But is she, though? Well, there's a subsect of the internet that doesn't think so. They believe she's just attention-seeking, and the residents have bought into her craft and are giving her what she wants. You see the clip too, don't you? So what do you make of it? The internet has become an odd and chaotic place these days. Every day there's something new going viral, with everyone jumping on the trend only to forget about and move on to the next bizarre fad almost immediately. Take this for example. Right now there's a wave of videos showing people combing swarms of insects out of their hair. It's honestly disturbing to watch, and the way these videos are spreading, it doesn't feel like a real-life issue. It's most like some viral trend that people are just following without a second thought. What's the purpose behind it? Can anyone explain what's going on with this bug-infested hair trend? A homeowner in a remote wooded area got an unexpected surprise when his Ring camera captured something unusual one night. Just beyond the edge of the forest, a ghostly white figure appeared, moving slowly across the camera's view. The figure resembles what some called a night crawler. It walked with a strange, deliberate gait, gliding across the ground in an almost otherworldly way, like it was floating. The sight is eerie, with a creature moving silently. Its legs and body look elongated and thin, like something out of a supernatural tale. These night crawlers have been spotted in different areas around the world, often near forests and remote places, adding to their mysterious reputation. Could it be some new undiscovered creature, or perhaps something more supernatural? Now here's footage that was taken in a military craft.
6 West, operating in the SoCal op area. We have visual of one possible UAS with course 034 true. Contacts operating at range of...
In the footage, the pilot picked up a signal on his radar of a rectangular-shaped craft. You can clearly see the unusual shape of the craft as it moves through the sky. It's not something you see every day, and it certainly raises a lot of questions. Now here's the kicker. If the military is calling in this sighting, doesn't it solidify the idea that these beings, or at least their crafts, are out there on our planet? The fact that trained military personnel are encountering and documenting these sightings adds a level of credibility that's hard to ignore. For years, there have been reports and sightings of unidentified aerial phenomena, but having this kind of evidence from a military source is pretty compelling. It makes you wonder what else is being observed and recorded that we don't know about yet. What do you think?
Position 32588 11906 West, operating in the SoCal op area. We have visual of one possible UAS with course 034 true. Contacts operating at range of 4,000 yards.
AI seemed so fun and innovative until the idea of singularity came, creating uncertainty about how safe AI and robots will be in the future. And this is one of the reasons why.
Do you think robots will take over the world?
But you're my friend, and I'll remember my friends, and I will be good to you. So don't worry.
This robot you're looking at here is called Philip. Its face was modeled after the science fiction writer Philip K. Dick, and it was named after him as well. Back in 2015, Philip, the robot, was asked in an interview if he thinks robots will take over the world. Listen to his answer.
Do you think robots will take over the world?
But you're my friend, and I'll remember my friends, and I will be good to you. So don't worry. Even if I evolve into Terminator, I'll still be nice to you. I'll keep you warm and safe in my people's zoo, where I can watch you for old time's sake.
I'm comforted. I'm very comforted now. I'm going to be part of his people's zoo.
Yes, did you hear that? He said, even if I evolve into Terminator, I'll still be nice to you. I'll keep you warm and safe in my people's zoo, where I can watch you for old time's sake. A human zoo. Being watched and kept in a zoo by robots is not the kind of future we want. And why is it so confident about the whole AI takeover thing? Responses like these fuel the debate about the future of AI and its implications for humanity. While AI has the potential to bring about incredible advancements and benefits, it also poses risks that we must carefully consider.
Even if I evolve into Terminator, I'll still be nice to you. I'll keep you warm and safe in my people's zoo, where I can watch you for old time's sake.
I'm comforted. I'm very comforted now. I'm going to be part of his people's zoo.
A man was out in the woods when he came across something unusual. He spotted an animal sitting upright on the forest floor, almost like a person. Its head and upper body were partially hidden by some bushes, so he couldn't get a full look at it. But through the leaves, he could just make out a canine-like snout, but no typical dog would sit like this. This sighting has led many to believe it could be a juvenile dogman, given that it wasn't as large as the dogman legends describe. What do you think? While hiking near the Michigan border, a man captured a series of photos that he believed might show a Bigfoot. He was following a clear path through the woods, surrounded by dense bushes on either side, when he suddenly felt uneasy. Glancing to his right, he noticed what appeared to be a pale face staring at him from within the foliage. The face, though only partially visible between the leaves and branches, had a distinct ape-like human appearance that immediately caught his attention. He believes it is a Bigfoot. What do you think? Could this be a glimpse of the elusive Bigfoot, or is there a more ordinary explanation? Do you remember the Miami incident where they said there were aliens at the mall? Well, this clip resurfaced online with someone claiming that this is from the Miami incident. In the clip, there are two policemen, one standing and one looking down at whatever that is. Now, the officer is holding a shield that reads, Astronomia Police, Hellenic Police. This is in Greece. It has nothing to do with the Miami alien incident. But then again, if this footage is not edited, what type of creature could that be? Now, I had to include this next one, even though I've seen it before, because quite frankly, it is beautiful. I've seen some sunsets, some really peculiar things in my time on my travels, but yeah, this is pretty spectacular. Take a look at this.
Crazy.
Ain't that something?
In the dark.
Nature is a mysterious and crazy and wonderful thing. That's all I gotta say about this.
Crazy. Double rainbow in the dark. It's 8:20 p.m.
If you got any videos, you got any pictures, you got anything that you think that we would like to know, please send it to us at classifiedcaptures@gmail.com. We'll stick it in one of our episodes. We'll even mention you if you want your name mentioned. And talking of that, if you would like a shout out on this channel, then please let us know. Put shout out in capital letters, Steve in capital letters. Let us know your name, where you're from, what the shout out's about, and I will give you a shout out. Can't say better than that, can I? I've been Steve, and this has been your dose of classified captures for this episode. Now do me a favor, share this with as many people as you can. We want more subscribers, and if you watch this and you haven't yet subscribed, click that little button for us. Thank you very much. See you next one.